Hey there. So if there's one single thing that has been revolutionary for 2025, it is the agentic coding space. And inside agentic coding, model context protocol is the one key thing that revolutionizes the entire game, because MCPs allow the option to add third-party agentic tools so that you can go ahead and integrate GitHub, Supabase, and all of those different cool MCPs that can take a lot of actions which you would normally have to take as a person. But the only problem that is there today with MCPs is it's really hard to integrate as well as to configure and add. So just think about the last time you went ahead to add a new MCP. And I have a lot of my friends who doesn't even have tried the MCP themselves because it's so hard to integrate and you have to configure a lot of things just for one single MCP to add. So let me show you what I mean. So recently I have been trying out this tool called Codex, which is really great, by the way. The GPT-5 models are really cool. But the one problem is integrating MCP.
One eternity later.
This is how much hassle you have to go through just to integrate few MCPs like Brave Search, Fetch, and all of these. Don't steal my MCP keys, by the way. So this is what Codex looks like. And even if you are using just Cursor, so Cursor has this option to integrate MCPs inside this. So these are my existing MCPs, but creating or adding MCP is really hectic of a process. So you don't normally go ahead and deal with all this hassle just for integrating an MCP.
4 to 6 weeks later.
So then I realized, okay, so programming isn't stressful at all, but we are programmers. So how can we solve this? So let's give birth to this tool called Confkit. So Confkit is this singular desktop application that manages all your configurations for you. So you don't have to ever remember any single key or go ahead and spend 15 minutes of time or an hour of time to just add a new MCP. So imagine like you are using a lot of different agentic tools like Claude Desktop, Claude Code, Cursor. So you don't even have to integrate MCPs with them, all of them separately. So everything is handled by Confkit. So what you can do today is Confkit acts as your unified MCP registry that can like manage all the MCP servers that you have throughout your different clients. And you don't have to spend like an hour of research to add a single MCP because currently it's just one-click MCP addition. And yeah, there's a lot of cool things that I would love to talk about, but you can just go ahead and see it for yourself. So let me open this current demo of Confkit. Yeah, so this is what it looks like currently. So you can see if you open up and sign up to it, you can see there are total 27 MCP servers in my workspace. I am using all these clients, Gemini, Claude Desktop, Cursor, and it also has this concept of environment variable. So you don't have to like store or remember any of it yourself. So just go ahead and click on this MCP sidebar and you can see all the MCP servers that I'm currently using, but these are spread across different clients. So for example, in Codex, as you might have seen, I just use this 4. And for example, in Gemini CLI, I just have this 3. But imagine I need a different MCP server that I have in like, let's say Cursor. Let's say I have, like a Context 7 or Supabase, and I want to integrate it in Gemini CLI. So all I have to do is I'll just click on plus. And you can also add your MCP, by the way, in this manual hardcode process, but we'll get to a really awesome way later. But you can click on copy because you already have integrated it. So you can just, search for that. Let's say I'm trying to integrate Supabase. And it filled up all these details by itself, like environment keys, all of these. So I'll just click on whatever client I need. So Gemini CLI in this case, and I'll press save. So yeah, Supabase is here. You can see Gemini has 4. So you'll have to restart your agentic tool. So in this case, I'll just run Gemini again. And you can see it connects to 4 servers now. So yeah, so if I run MCP, you can see Supabase is added to Gemini and all of these tools are ready to go. So this is the power of how much you can transfer your tools from here and there, and everything is managed through a common MCP manager, and it's called Confkit. So this is a simple workflow, but if imagine you are trying to add a new MCP. Let's say for some reason I want to know what's the weather today here in Bangalore through Gemini CLI. So what you'd have to do earlier is go ahead, work around with a lot of different tools like, ncp.so or Smithy and research and all of these things. But now all you have to do is click on discover, and you can just search for anything. Like it searches the entire GitHub directory for all the MCPs, and we are also adding third-party integrations in future. Yeah, so as I already have like the API key, so I'll just add this one. And it's just one-click addition, and then our Confkit AI just searches through all the GitHub files and README so that it will understand this MCP and add it to your workspace itself. So here you can see I have all these commands pre-filled, and also you can see what is this environment. It tells you that you can obtain by registering the API portal, which I already have done. As I have the environment variable, I can pick from a previous set of variables, which I already have. In the next step, I'll just click all the clients that I needed to be added to. So I'll just press done. So everything is added to all the MCP clients that I have. So here you can see MCP weather is added. So let me just restart Gemini. And this is the power of how fast you can add a MCP today, and that's completely crazy. yeah, so you can see MCP weather is added. So as for a testing purpose, I will just add, hey, what's the weather? Okay, Bangalore. Wait, I can spell weather, but yeah, so yeah, it gave me that actual tool call, and now Gemini can summarize it. It's cloudy and temperature of 25. So really grateful for this weather. So this is how powerful you will be once you have this tool. To be honest, there's a lot of things we are going to do in future, and today itself you can use this feature called environment variables, where you can like store all these variables and like add a quick note to it. And in future we are also going to add different profiles. So for example, you have like, I'm using this Sanity, it's a CMS for content management. We have a lot of projects in Sanity, and for example I use it for my personal work and also in my workspace. So you can just create a profile for work and for school or personal even. Once you're done with work, you can switch to home, and then your environment variables will be switched. And yeah, so you can just use these features to easily manage your MCPs and do a lot of these things traditionally to an hour or 30 minutes to do yourself, which is really terrible. So yeah, this is how much you can improve your workflow today, and you can just go ahead and discover all these MCPs here, check out all these MCPs. One more really cool feature that we have today is the share config. So for example, I have my AccuWeather API keys here, Brave search keys. If your a friend comes to you and tells, why don't you share your config to me? You just have to open this up and just scrap out all the keys yourself. This is really time consuming. So there's a feature called share masked config. So if you copy it, and you can then see that it copies the actual config file that you have, and it just replaces the keys with a placeholder value so that your friend can add their own MCP keys as well. So this is what shared masked config is. You can also view the what it looks like currently. You can copy the exact config, and also you can play around if you want to add granularly what configs you want to add. So you can just also add it here yourself. So yeah, so this is what MCP Manager is all about. We are really excited of adding a lot of different features to Confkit in near future. Teams that I have shown this to are really grateful about how much time it has saved them. Really excited about you trying this out. You can sign up to the beta today. I have the form here in our website. So just sign up to it. Let me know what you think and what more features you would like to see. But yeah, overall, have a nice day and keep coding. Thanks.